I'm the woman who phoned before. Your secretary said I should just walk right in.
Mrs. Ryan, how do you do? I'm Ann Burney.
Hi, nice to meet you. Thank you for seeing me so quickly.
Well, I have some time before a custody hearing. Usually these first visits don't take long.
Oh.
Please, sit down.
Thank you.
Well, if you're like most women considering divorce, you just want to take a look at me today and decide whether or not you can talk to me. That's perfectly sensible. And makes a lot of sense, and I'll be able to help you.
Look, I'm not the one who's considering divorce. My husband is.
I see.
Really, I can't stand this whole thing. Frank is my husband. He told me that I have to go get a lawyer. So Roger Coleridge gave me your name. Now, I'm really scared of all these legal questions. See, coming here makes it so official and hopeless.
Will your husband go with you to a marriage counselor?
Yeah, well, he did for a while, sort of. We went to see our family priest, but it didn't really help very much.
Is your husband still living with you?
No, and he said he never will again. Told me the marriage is over.
Are there children?
Yeah, one. Little John, he's a little less than 2 years old. Look, whatever happens, I don't want Frank to take my baby away from me.
Why did you come to see a lawyer?
Because I have nowhere to go. I have no one to help me. Yeah, that's why I came here.
Mrs. Ryan, the only way I can help you is by representing you in a divorce action. For the past 5 years, I've specialized in divorce law with a particular interest in justice for women. I don't promise friendly divorces. In my opinion, there's no such thing. But if the two
Wait a
parties...
minute. Are you saying that a couple has to be vicious towards one another?
Let me explain my basic philosophy. Divorce is conflict. It's war with tactics, ammunition, personnel, and casualties. My clients tend to survive very well because I work hard for them. But it isn't a pleasant process. Not until the terms have been reached and we've won the peace.
Peace? So then you mean there is a chance for the husband and wife not to be mad at each other?
Oh, well, sometimes they are. Sometimes they stop being mad at each other. But that's not up to me.
I see. I think.
Look, if you agree with my approach and you're interested in pursuing the divorce, I'll be happy to make arrangements for you. If not, I understand completely.
Do you think you would have any time to see me after your custody hearing later?
I think that can be arranged. Call my secretary later and she'll set a time.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll do that. Goodbye. Nice meeting you. See you later.
And who's going? SoapNet has the status update on your favorite stars. On General Hospital, Bruce Weitz is back as gangster Anthony Zaccara.
It's some turn of events.
On The Young and the Restless, Emily O'Brien is saying goodbye to Genoa City.
Another time?
Daytime favorite Tamara Braun is Taylor on Days of Our Lives.
Okay, I'll drink to that.
And on One Life to Live, Roger Howarth is back in Landview.
I have to be with my family.
Keep up with the latest status updates on SoapNet.
You know how it is. You look in the mirror one day and you go, how am I going to lose this weight? eDiet's meal delivery from eDiets.com. It's the easiest, smartest, most delicious way to eat great and finally lose the weight. I know you're thinking, eat great and lose weight? Really? Really.
You'll love the food. There's no MSG, no fake sugars.
The food tastes fantastic. It's awesome. Very delicious.
It tastes wonderful.
Call now or go to eDiets.com. Choose from over 100 fresh prepared meals, not dehydrated diet food, but really delicious food. eDiets will deliver your favorite meals and snacks in a chill fresh container.
All you have to do is relax, enjoy, and eat great all the way to slim.
I lost 115 pounds.
65 pounds.
25 pounds.
94 pounds. Along the way, eDiets.com gives you real support.
Terrific online tools, access to registered dietitians and trainers, and friends who care about your success.
They're there with you to hold your hand, and they really care.
Truthfully, I like everything about eDiets.
I've lost 30 pounds. All of a sudden, I find myself a changed person.
Hey, I made it to 50 pounds, and look at me now, I'm 60 pounds.
Millions of people have turned eDiets.com to lose the weight. Now it's your turn.
Call or go to ediets.com and sign up for 7 full days of meals, 3 meals per day, fresh prepared just for you, plus snacks. So don't wait. Join eDiets. Eat great food and lose weight fast.
I believe that eDiets can change people's lives.
My husband will often say, "You're the hot wife." That's just boosted my confidence a lot.
eDiets has changed my life forever.
Call to find out how you can get 1 week of meals absolutely free. That's right. 1 week of fresh prepared food, 1 week of weight loss, 1 week of success, free.
Free? What are you waiting for? Call or go online to get started now.
Call 1-800-279-1604 or visit ediets.com now.
How's it going?
Good, but...
I'm sorry, I only got to a phone once. I figured you were probably changing little John when you didn't answer. Bless you for surviving. Well, where is he? Back in the tub?
Honey, I had to take him home. A couple minutes after you left, he woke upstairs screaming.
Jack, but we were...
I tried to call you, but you'd already left for your interview. I didn't know if you got hold of Frank or not. I tried to explain my situation to little John, but he just got red in the face and kept right on howling.
Oh. Look, couldn't you have taken him for a walk or something?
Mary had a lot of work to do, and he obviously wanted no part of me.
Yeah, but I said I'd be back home as fast as I could. A few hours. That's all you had to get through.
A few hours in which little John was supposed to sleep, remember?
I think you might have waited long enough to discuss it with me. I did call, but I guess you'd already packed him off, huh?
Look, I had no idea when or if we were going to be in touch.
Before I brought little John to stay with us, I asked you if it was okay.
And I said yes because I didn't know any
Yeah,
better.
but the point is, I consulted you, didn't I? I never would have made that decision on my own. But you felt perfect free to go ahead and reverse it without a word to me.
I didn't consult you because I couldn't find you.
Well, you could have tried a little longer.
I did try. This Mary, getting rid of the kid was no power play. It was a simple act of desperation. You do see that, don't you?
I guess.
Besides, he's better off at home anyway. Dived right for his crib the minute he saw it.
Oh, nice for him, but not so terrific for my mother.
Look, she won't have to take care
Well,
of
of course she will. You think she's gonna get the kid out of there because he's a bother? She'll entertain him and keep an eye on him and make sure he's washed and fed till her back's so bad she ends up in the hospital.
I'm sorry, but I don't believe your mother's that stupid. And I didn't take little John to her. I took him to Delia.
Delia? We brought the baby down here in the first place because Delia wouldn't cope.
Yeah, well, Delia's been getting away with murder, and I told her so. Your mother as a witness, I informed her that she was in charge of her son as of today. Now, she didn't like me, but I think what I said took.
You know what she's doing right now? She's either sobbing in bed, or figuring out a way to get you back, or both.
She's got you over a barrel, too. She really has. You're furious with her because she won't accept her responsibilities. But when it comes right down to it, you won't push her. I mean, she yells, and you come running, just like Frank and Pat and everybody else always has. You make it so easy for her. Well, sure, she avoids taking care of her own son. I mean, why shouldn't she? She always knows there's going to be somebody there that's going to take over for her.
I took little John to spare Mother, not Delia.
Do me a favor, will you? Call your mother. I bet she tells you that Delia's managing well enough.
Because you gave her the word.
Well, yeah.
Huh. So the answer to Delia is Jack Finelli. Oh, if I'd only known that years ago.
Yeah, well, maybe it is a good thing that you left little John with me.
Good thing? Come on now, sweetheart. Why not call it God's will?
You know, in a way, I'm pretty sure that it was. Since I found out once and for all how I react to babies.
Once and for all. What does that mean?
Miss Burney, I'm really sorry I got here so early.
No, I'm running late. It was a difficult hearing. However, we won.
Oh, I just hope you can do as well with my case.
Nothing is impossible. You know, I didn't make the connection between your husband, Frank, and Councilman Frank Ryan until you left this morning. You have been through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
But let's talk about you and the divorce.
Well, when I left here, I started thinking about it. And what I want more than anything is for Frank to take me back. Okay, look, he's suing me for divorce. But I gotta defend my rights, don't I? I mean, I do have some rights.
You have many rights. You should demand them all.
Well, see, I need somebody to help me. Would you?
I'll be very glad to represent you.
Oh, good. I have a lawyer, then.
As of now.
Thank you. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to pay you. I really don't have very much money at all. Maybe I could pay you in little pieces at a time.
My fee will be included in the settlement. Gives me an incentive to do my best work.
Oh, look, I'm sure you're going to do a really terrific job. I mean, you just seem so together, and you're so confident. I mean, you know, women like me are really impressed with someone like you because I can be so dumb sometimes, you know? Would you like me to fill you in on any of the background of this, or what?
Mrs. Ryan, let's get something straight. You don't have to pretend with me. You are very good at playing the role of an innocent little girl, and there are many people, I'm sure, who encourage you to do just that. But I'm your lawyer, and I need you to be as direct and open as possible. I'm on your side. We're working together. And everything you tell me is strictly confidential. I will never repeat a word to anyone. With all that in mind, would you start with the problems that led up to your husband's wanting a divorce?
Yeah, the first problem was his affair with Jill Coleridge. That lasted for about 3 years. And I had to do something. So I got pregnant.
And did that work?
Well, it worked for a little while. Then things got pretty awful again. He started seeing Jill. And then he had the accident.
Oh, the fall down the hospital steps. I remember.
Well, I really thought Frank was going to die. And then one day he got better, and I thought, well, this might be a whole new beginning for us, but I was really wrong about that. Frank didn't agree with me. And Jill started hanging around the hospital. I finally convinced him to go back to the Ryans, so we went back to the family. Now, I tried. I really did try.
If you took him back, as you say, that constitutes forgiven adultery, and it has no bearing on our case.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. Adultery is adultery. I think it has everything to do with this case. If it wasn't for Jill, there never would be a case.
Please. Start with the first day of your new beginning.
First day. Okay, the first day. First few months. Nothing. I mean, Frank wouldn't even speak to me. In bed, I mean, he would barely touch me. I mean, I was really miserable. And then Roger started paying a lot of attention to me.
And did you have an affair with him?
Yes. Then Frank decides he wants to love me again. I mean, that's really crazy. Here's Roger saying that he wants to marry me, and then my own husband is saying that he wants me to stay married to him.
I take it your husband found out about Roger.
Yeah, how'd you know that?
An educated guess.
Yeah. Frank followed me over to Roger's apartment. He trapped me, and that's his grounds for divorce. Well, the rest of it, I guess you read about in the paper. Now that it's a whole public scandal, my husband isn't running for Congress anymore. All he cares about is Jill. Now, I know they've been spending a lot of time together.
Do you have any evidence of that?
Evidence?
Love letters, tape recordings, photographs, anything that's proof that they're back together. Evidence that we could submit in court.
I need that, huh?
If you can find proof or a witness that your husband has resumed his affair with Miss Coleridge, he may still be able to divorce you, but I promise it won't be easy.
Evidence? I don't know anything about, I don't know where to begin.
Well, why don't you start with the family checkbook? If you can find a check stub, for instance, for a piece of jewelry, or any gift that Frank might have purchased for Jill, that would be a beginning.
Yeah, I could look through the check stubs. What else could I do?
You need proof of adultery, a witness.
A witness, that'll be a little bit harder.
Well, I often hire a private detective for that kind of work, if you'd rather not feel like a spy.
Well, Frank spied on me. Hold off on that detective. Let's just wait and see what I can do on my own.
Thank you for your vote of confidence.
He was hired to protect her family.
I think I want to go out today.
Sounds great.
Okay.
This week,
You punish your ex for moving on with her life? I'm not having it.
does Carly have a new lover?
She's still my wife, you know.
Watch General Hospital, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.
This week on all new jam-packed Views, she's back on track in reality TV, The World According to Paris Hilton. Also, funny man Chris Rock's new gig that we can't even mention on TV. And Sherry's good friend Niecy Nash. This week on all new Views on ABC.
We get cats. They're smart. They can outsmart their humans and their canines. That's why they deserve the smartest choice in litter. So we make Fresh Step scoopable litter with carbon, which is more effective at absorbing odors than baking soda. Fresh Step. Your cat deserves the best. And for the strongest odors, look for Fresh Step Extreme Odor Control Litter.
The anti-seizure drugs Topamax and Depakote, several commonly prescribed painkillers, and antidepressants such as Paxil, Zoloft, and Prozac have all been linked to birth defects. If you had a baby born with a birth defect after taking any of the drugs listed on screen while pregnant, you may be entitled to money damages. Call James Rosehouse and Associates at 1-800-660-3213. The fertility drug Clomid is also linked to birth defects. Call 1-800-660-3213. That's 1-800-660-3213.
People are talking about General Hospital's Sean Butler. Patricia Rich posted on Facebook, he is a good-looking bad boy with a good side. I'm really digging this one. Elizabeth Cross agrees. Oh yes, he is a sexy man. Suki Williams-Ellis adds, I trust my eyes when I look at him, and they like what they see. Judy McCoy says, good choice, GH. And Kathleen Hahn sums it up, so damn hot. People are talking about General Hospital, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.
What I mean is, babies and I don't mix. Little John put me through a fair amount of torture, in the process of which he taught me something. I'm not cut out for fatherhood.
You mean you're not cut out for fathering little John?
Or any other little person who won't let me sleep, won't let me work, can't relate to anything but a rubber ducky.
Oh, you're so funny. Wait till we have our own baby. Bring him up our own way. He will be the most flexible, agreeable little guy in the whole world. A regular chip off the old block.
No babies, Mare.
Well, not right away.
Not ever.
You're not serious, Jack. I can't believe you'd let one bad experience with an unhappy child scare you that much.
Well, I'll believe it, Mary, and be thankful. I mean, suppose that we got stuck with a kid of our own that I couldn't tolerate. I mean, can you imagine what kind of nightmare that'd be?
Oh, would you tolerate your own child? You'd love him something fierce, and he'd love you. It'd be one of the very best things in your life.
I'm happy with us. It's beautiful, it's rewarding, and frankly, it's about as much as I can handle.
You think the baby would come between us?
Yeah. At first, about that much. And then about this much. I mean, at the size of a crib. And then about, this much. A new bed, a new dresser, a bike, a trampoline. Forget it.
Oh, you and your thing about space. Look, we'll fit him in easy. For the first few months, little Tyke will sleep in here.
It isn't just physical space. emotional space, too. I have certain limitations. There's no sense pretending I'll change. In the most basic way, I don't have any room for baby.
Well, I do. I want babies. I have ever since I can remember.
That's because you were conditioned to expect children, yeah? I think you'll reevaluate that the way you have a lot of other things.
Please don't patronize me, Jack. Raising a family is no girlish notion of mine. It has to do with you, loving you, hoping for that love to grow. Jack, it's a major decision that a husband and a wife make together. You can't just say no.
I'm just trying to tell the truth, that's all.
You're shutting me out.
Yeah.
Making up your own mind once and for all as if I had absolutely no say. It's exactly what you did when you all of a sudden took little John home.
I'm sorry, I didn't consult you about him. I'm consulting you about having our own kids. I'm doing it now.
You're not consulting me. You're telling me. You're announcing to me that you refuse to father my child.
Look, I feel I have to take a strong stand now, or else I'm going to wake up one morning, I'm going to find 8 little faces peering over the foot of the bed at me, and then I'm going to lie there, I'm going to wonder where the devil they came from.
I can think of worse fates.
I can't. As long as little John's visit burns in my memory, Mary, don't talk to me about babies.
Next, spend some time in Genoa City with the Young and the Restless. Later, see who's stirring up trouble in Pine Valley on All My Children, only on SoapNet.
There's Kane.
I am Erica Kane.
And then there's Jane.
I'm Erica Kane.
This week.
You have no life, so you had to steal mine?
It's not just who finds out first.
My God, you're a fake.
It's what he plans to do about it. Watch All My Children, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 8 on SoapNet. This week.
He's not dead. He's alive. Our lives as we know it is over.
Now.
I have a daughter. Star. Where was my wife?
After 8 long years, the original Todd Manning escapes, and he's ready to take his life back. Watch One Life to Live, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 9 on SoapNet.
Hair's so dry, you want to do this? Condition with this. Triple Nutrition Conditioner from Garnier Fructis. Natural moisturizers, plus 3 weightless oils for essential nutrition. It penetrates deep, transforming dry hair into silky, shiny, spectacular hair. 93% agree. Hair looks healthier, feels touchably soft. Triple Nutrition Conditioner from Garnier Fructis. Now, Triple Nutrition Nutrient Spray. Shake the dual action formula for extra nutrition. Get silky softness, incredible shine.
Losing weight is as simple as 1, 2, 3. Eat right, be active, and try my new Smart Weight Loss formula.
I lost 23 pounds the smart way.
I lost 31 pounds. It really works. Start now. Get my Smart Weight Loss Starter Kit with a free how-to DVD.
I joined Match because
A friend of mine.
my cousin, uncle,
My sister.
met her husband.
Met his wife.
Met her new fiance on Match.com.
Match.com. More dates, more relationships, and more marriages than any other site.
I figured, why not me?
Start for free today. Taylor loves EJ.
I can't get you out of my heart.
But so does Nicole.
You act like we're soulmates in love.
And if she can't be with him,
get out of Salem or EJ goes to jail.
She'll see to it no one can. Watch Days of Our Lives weeknights at 6 and 11 on SoapNet. We asked Bradford Anderson to name all the Spinelli nicknames he could remember. Go.
Stone Cold Mr. Serpacino-esque one, Maximista Blonde one, Original Blonde one, Prince Pectoral, Big Daddy Stone Cold the Goddess, the Divine one, Bad Blonde one, the Demented one, the Valkyrie, the Brusque Lady of Justice. I could be here for literally 3 days, probably.
See who Spinelli will nickname next on General Hospital. Weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on SoapNet. Want more of your favorite soaps?
That's great.
Log on to abc.com/daytime. Watch current full episodes of All My Children, General Hospital, and One Life to Live.
Online critics love it.
Plus, get exclusive sneak peeks of what's coming up next.
Sounds like a thumbs up to me.
Connect with other fans to discuss what's on your mind.
I always want to hear what you have to say.
And check out the 101 galleries to get an intimate look at the history of your favorite characters.
That's the best news I've heard all day.
Find it all now at abc.com/daytime.
Hello, Mom. I was going to wait until you called me, but my life isn't as long as yours.
TV's funniest mom is on SoapNet.
Kissed any good boys lately?
She's Lorelai Gilmore. Gilmore Girls every Saturday at 5 and 6 and Sunday at 1 and 2 on SoapNet.
Yes!
There you are. Where you been hiding?
Me? I haven't been hiding anywhere. I just went out for a while. Were you looking for me? Nobody told me that.
Oh, it's nothing urgent. I got today off, and I just wanted to touch base with my family. So how you doing?
All right. Terrible.
Dot told me about Frank filing for divorce. I'm keeping my fingers crossed anyway. I still don't think he's going to be able to go through
No,
with
he's gonna go through with it. Just gotta keep myself going, that's all.
Hey, you'll be okay. You got me, you got Bob, a lot of friends who'll stick by you.
Yeah, but not like a husband does. I gotta take care of myself, Pat.
Is that the first step?
Oh, well, I'm so used to having Frank balance my checkbooks for me, and, well, I'm trying to learn how, and, well, I'm not making that much money that I have to manage, but, you know, I'll be getting a job, and...
Hey, don't get carried away. Frank will still support you. Little John needs you with him all the time. You won't have to work.
Yeah, maybe, I'll find him a nice daycare center. Pat, I don't want to do that to my son.
Dee.
Look, I gotta be very practical about this. Frank isn't gonna help me at all. Look, I walked into his office. I see him with Jill. Frank told me to go out and get a lawyer.
Oh, you must be so scared.
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared my son's gonna grow up without a father. He's not gonna have all the things he should have. So I did exactly what Frank told me I should do. Found myself a lawyer.
Well, that's where you were today.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd have enough courage to do it. But I did it for little John's sake.
I'm sure it took a lot of courage. And I would never put you down for seeing a lawyer, but you gotta understand something. Frank will never abandon little John. Not in a million years. That baby's gonna grow up with everything he needs, including plenty of attention from his dad. So ask your lawyer all the questions I know you must have and find out where you stand, but don't worry about little John. Really, Dee. Frank wouldn't let him suffer for 1 minute.
Thank you. You always make me feel so much better. She's a woman, you know. My lawyer, I mean. She's really very nice.
Did she have specific advice? Like things you should be thinking about, just in case?
Well, yeah, she wanted some background. So I told her about Frank and Jill. All the rest. Look, Pat, have you seen Frank and Jill together lately?
No.
Well, I just thought maybe Frank was picking her up at the hospital.
Not that I noticed. But even if I did, I don't think I'd mention it to you. It would only make you feel worse.
Look, you don't have to protect me.
Sort of an old habit.
No, really, Pat, I've got to be strong.
I guess it does feel that way.
Maybe if you do see them together, you could say something to me, okay?
Honey, it would only upset you.
No, look, I'm a big girl. I've got to face that. That's exactly the advice my lawyer gave me.
Did she give you much advice?
Yeah. She's really wonderful. See, I understand exactly what I have to do.
In Landview, rules were meant to be broken, and its residents will stop at nothing to get their way. Catch all the Landview shenanigans on an all-new episode of One Life to Live, weeknights at 9 on SoapNet.